If you've been following our channel, then by now you should be quite aware that I'm not half bad at Call of Duty. I'm a highly competitive individual to begin with in everything that I do, and Call of Duty has certainly been no exception to that. Therefore, I wanted to share with you guys some of my top tips for how to improve your Call of Duty skills. This is based off of years of experience, and some of these things might seem obvious to you guys, but I'm hoping that you're able to at least learn something from this video that'll help you become just that much better at Call of Duty. The first area is to practice right. We've all heard that practice makes perfect, but what we really mean is that good practice makes perfect. As you try to improve your Call of Duty skills, make sure that your practice is purposeful. Throughout this video, you're going to see various clips, and in each clip, I'm trying to work on a very specific skill set. So try to think about what I'm trying to improve in each of the clips that you see. For you, make sure that every movement is purposeful. More playtime does not necessarily equal greater skill. You want to be conscious of the way that you move, the way that you position yourself, the way that you aim, and the way that you maintain situational awareness around you throughout the game. You also want to focus on what your particular needs are. If you suffer in close quarter combat and you have really bad twitch movements, then you want to kind of run a sub and look for compact maps to try to improve those skills. If you want to improve your AR skills, then you're looking for open maps where accuracy and range are more required. Think about when you go into a game, what kind of situations you're going to find yourself in and what the map is set up to be, and then pick gun types based on that situation. I also advise to keep KD and score in the back of your mind, but don't focus on them. As a rule of thumb, when you're just trying to improve your general skills, try to at least have a 1.0 KD and just do your fair share in the game. That means get at least 12 kills in TDM, and if you're playing the objective modes, please PTFO. The second major point I want to discuss is offline play. Offline play is pretty underrated these days, and for good reason. Even these days, I don't play that much offline. I'm pretty much focused on multiplayer. But if you're new to the game and you always find yourself at the bottom of the leaderboards, offline play is a great way to become comfortable with the game and build those skills. It provides a carefree environment. There's no lag, so you don't have to worry about that. And usually you can set your difficulty and set your pace to what your skill level is. You also don't ruin multiplayer stats, so you can feel free to experiment in any way that you want. Take, for instance, campaign mode. If you're suffering in multiplayer, you can go into campaign, set it to difficulty you're at, like standard or recruit if you need to, and take it at your pace. And every time you beat the campaign, you can up the difficulty level to improve your skills. In some cases, though, you might have to look for alternatives. So alternatives to offline play might be to go play other comparable first-person shooters to mix things up. For Call of Duty, I recommend either Destiny or Battlefield as kind of the top two that you could say are most relatable to Call of Duty. I would avoid third-person games like Gears of War, and try to avoid first-person shooters that have very different movement or mechanic systems like Halo. In the next COD, we obviously aren't going to have a campaign or any kind of real offline mode, so you're probably stuck with local play with bots. This is great for warming up, but there's no clear stats or goals, so it's not that great for tracking your progress, which is unfortunate. The third area I want to discuss is near and dear to my heart and is really how I improved my Call of Duty skills more than anything else, and that, maybe a surprise, is Modern Warfare 2's The Pit. The Pit was my secret weapon. I became obsessed with the Pit and trying to improve my time as much as possible, and this helped me improve ridiculously. In this first run, you're going to see I'm missing a lot, I'm not using the right guns, I'm not moving the right ways, I'm missing shots, hitting the wrong place. But over time, you're going to get better and better and improve that time, which you'll see in the second run. It combines pretty much every key gun skill you can think of, from the weapons that you're selecting, moving while firing, being able to lock on to targets, being aware of where those targets are at, and timing your sprint and your shooting alternatively. It's also offline, which means that you can go at your own pace, and you can track your progress. It shows you what time you got, and you can work towards that Infinity Ward best time is your ultimate goal. In the end, the most important thing to remember is to think through the situation. If your idea of getting better at Call of Duty is to rush down the middle of the map and maximize the number of engagements, it's just going to result in a lot of deaths for you. Stay focused, make sure that every movement has a purpose, go offline if you need to, and get in the pit and start practicing. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed today's video. We release new content at a minimum every Wednesday and Saturday. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to catch all our latest content, and check out the description for a link to our Twitter. We are Bracon out.